With Valorant's new Premier competitive mode coming around the corner, I was thinking to myself, where is Valorant's own replay system? I mean, if you look at the top esports titles in terms of prize money, every game like Fortnite, Dota, League, and so on, they have their own replay systems integrated onto their platform. The only exception to this is Apex Legends and obviously Valorant. But why is this exactly? Today, I'm going to go and tell you exactly why I think a replay system will be awesome for Valorant, and why I think Riot should add something like this to the game as soon as possible. First of all, let's look at why a replay system is actually a good thing for a top esport title and discuss why people like and use them. Not only do top esport teams use replay systems day in and day out, it's also a great resource for aspiring players to effectively analyze their gameplay to improve their skills faster than what they could without replays. Not only do you grasp a better idea of in-game mechanics and strategies, but you also are able to look at the kinds of things that you couldn't see while in-game. You know, like the fog of war in League, your surroundings and extra detail you didn't pick up on in games like Fortnite and Overwatch, and so on. Not only this, but replay systems are great at recording potential bugs and exploits that can then be pushed onto the devs to one day fix, as well as a great opportunity for content creation and highlight reels, so it's ultimately a great system for everyone. These kinds of systems have been developed and constantly improved by other gaming titles, and if it's applying so many benefits, then why after 3 years is there no replay system in Valorant? Right now, the best way you can analyze your replays in Valorant is with a third-party software that records your gameplay so that you can rewatch it later. Now, there are tons of them out there, and I personally have used things like Nvidia and Insight.gg in the past. Now, while these are quite helpful, you do lack the ability to see what's around you and really be able to analyze everything that's going on, being a big limitation to these programs. Another downfall is that because these programs record your screen, they take up pretty large chunks of space on your PC, meaning you'd have to go through and delete clips fairly often, and it is quite inconvenient if you're someone like me and very rarely have that much space in the first place. Oh, and another thing. With talks of Riot adding Valorant to consoles in the future, these kind of third-party programs just cannot function on consoles, making it extremely inconvenient for those players. Yeah, I see you guys down there, little console players. You haven't been forgotten, don't worry. And actually, while you're all here, why don't you go and click that subscribe button? It'll help me out a ton, so thank you in advance. I think there are personally a few features I'd love to see in Valorant's replay system that I haven't seen any other games do, which could really set them apart from them. Firstly, I'd love to see a group replay system, something where you and your team can jump into some sort of custom game, pick a replay, and then be able to go through it together in game. You'd be able to have your team plus maybe another 1 or 2 slots for a coach or a sub so that the whole team is able to watch the replay at the same time. I'd love to see some sort of admin role that can then be allocated to any one person at a time that enables them to place markers, draw on the screen, add comments, and so on. I don't know how viable this is, but I think it's something very cool and adds a little bit more depth into a normal replay system. And my last kind of thing I'd love to see one day is the ability to save specific clips or highlights within a replay and then save them to a playbook to then come back later and use for tournaments and competitive matches. The higher up you move in the rank system, you start to hear the term playbook more and more often. All the pro teams have playbooks that indicate their strategy for a particular round or game, and I think having the ability to save playbook strategies in not necessarily the replay function, but maybe in Premiere, as I think it'll add another level of competitiveness to the game. Being able to save little clips or even a screenshot of a replay to then come back to later and use in a playbook would be a very cool feature to have, and is something that I would love to use if given the chance. Having a replay system in Valorant will overall improve the competitiveness of the game, and I think implementing this along with or shortly after the launch of Premiere will be a great addition to the game. It'll increase the overall level of strategy and tactics involved in lower elos, and will help newer players improve from easy analytics of their own gameplay and mistakes. Now, something worth mentioning is that Valorant's lead developer has come out earlier this year and said that replays are in fact in development, and it's just a matter of when. But with Premiere launching soon, I think it won't be too much longer after that we'll be able to analyze our own gameplay more effectively and easier than ever before. So what do you guys think? Would you guys use the replay system if it were added to the game? And what are some other cool features that you'd like to see added in future? Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.